Hi, internet people. Huka here, and you're welcome to another series or episode of our daily football prediction podcast show, where we bring you information about sports events, you know, and what we consider safe market options to help you make better informed decisions as you go about making your picks today. As far as sports betting is concerned, what separates you basically from a gambler is the information that you have, about the sports event you're about to back. You could just go with any sporting event and just hope, that it pans out. But with information, you are more accurate when you have information about the sporting event that you're going to back. And that's exactly what we try to provide, every single day. It's the weekend, and if this sounds like something you're interested in, hit like button. It's very important that you do that if you find this content, valuable to you. And if the first time I'm coming across the channel, hit the subscribe button to become a part of what we do here, this growing community of savvy, what we like to call sports traders, because you're informed at this point, so you'll be trading, not just gambling at this point. And don't forget to turn your notification bells on so you'll be the first to know when we post something of value on the channel, like we always do, each and every day, basically. Right, so welcome back, guys. So today we have about 29 or thereabout sporting events, with information about those sporting events and safe market options for you guys to watch, basically. So make sure you watch it till the end, and go with only the events and informations that you agree with. You do not have to go with all of them. That's why we placed all our cards out here. Okay, so you go with the ones you agree with. And to add to that, we've also carved out what we consider safe market options. What this means is these are the outcomes from the hundreds of options that each event carries, offered by the bookies. We've decided we've picked like one, just one of those that we feel like is the most possible outcome in each of these sporting events, especially given the reports that we have, on ground. So we've been able to add that to the information that we have here. So you can either go with the run with the information you found about this event and make your own decision, or you could go with our own opinion. If you don't you agree with what we decide, basically, or what our opinion says, basically. So that's how it works, basically, on the channel. So without wasting much time, let's just get right into what we have today. So the first sporting event we have today is the game between Manchester United and Fulham, and here's information about that sporting event for those looking to back it today.
Manchester United is still striving to secure their first home clean sheet since December 1st. Unfortunately, it's unlikely they will achieve that feat against a Fulham side that has consistently demonstrated their offensive prowess, regularly scoring multiple goals when playing away from home. Although Fulham's defense often lacks the necessary stability, it still seems improbable that United will keep them from finding the back of the net. In the current circumstances, supporting Amarim's squad to emerge victorious from any match is a challenging task, primarily due to their ongoing struggles with fitness issues. Given these concerns, we trust Fulham to bring an end to United's title defense in what promises to be a grueling 2-hour contest.
Right, so given the report that we have there, we think that over 1.5 goals to be scored. It's a safe way to play this one at another 1.28 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is between Barcelona and Real Sociedad, and here's information about that sporting event for those looking to back it today.
Barcelona has suffered 3 losses at home in the league this season, but despite these setbacks, the team is currently in impressive form. We anticipate Real Sociedad will manage to give their fans something to cheer about when they visit Barcelona this weekend. However, despite this potential for excitement, Bayern Munich, under Flick's leadership, is expected to maintain their focus and secure an important 3 points in this clash.
Given the report that we have there, we think that over 1.5 goals will be scored here as well, at another 1.19 in that sporting event. The next is the event between Monza and Torino, and here's what we found, on carrying out research about this sporting event today.
Monza has recorded the fewest touches in the opposition's penalty area in Serie A this season, while Torino has performed slightly better, ranking 17th in this category. This could set the stage for a cautious and tightly contested match, with the injury-plagued host aiming to scrape at least a point from the encounter. However, Torino has strengthened their squad effectively and is likely to have enough quality to overcome their opponents, even in such difficult circumstances.
So, given the report that we have there, we think that the away team to win or draw will be the safe way to play this one at another 1.25 in that sporting event. The next is the game between Bologna and Cagliari, and here's information that we have about this sporting event taking place today.
Cagliari has struggled to score in their last 2 away games, while Bologna has had difficulty keeping clean sheets at home, having failed to do so in 5 of their past 6 matches. This suggests that we might witness goals at the Dollara Stadium when the two teams meet on Sunday. Despite these concerns, we are backing Bologna, under Italiano's guidance, to secure all 3 points, which would mark their 5th victory in Serie A at home, extending their impressive unbeaten run at home this year.
So, given the report that we have there, we think that the home draw no bet will be the safe way to play this one at another 1.22 in that sporting event. The next is the game between Genoa and Empoli, and here's the report that we have about that sporting event taking place today.
Genoa, under the stable management of Patrick Vieira, is not worried about relegation, and their mid-table position allows them to play without the pressure that many other teams face. In contrast, Empoli has a lot of problems at both ends of the pitch. They've allowed the most shots in Serie A this season and, on top of that, only Monza, sitting at the bottom of the table, has attempted fewer shots on goal. Empoli's lack of attacking cohesion and defensive vulnerabilities make them underdogs in this matchup.
So, given that report that we have there, we think that the home win or draw will be the safe way to play this one at another 1.23. That one next is sporting event between Roma and Como. And here's what we found on a closer look at this sporting event today.
Roma will face a tough challenge in their 3rd consecutive home fixture, as they take on ambitious visitors who have made significant investments in their squad and now pose a serious threat to any Serie A team. Despite this, Roma's defense has been solid, conceding the fewest goals in the league this year, while their attack has found rhythm. With Ranieri's wealth of experience, Roma is expected to edge out a victory against a relatively inexperienced Fabregas-led team.
So, given that sporting event we have there, we think that the home win or draw will be the safe way to play this one at another 1.25 in that sporting event today. The next is the game between Augsburg and Freiburg, and here's information that we have about our sporting event for your use today.
Freiburg has been outstanding in terms of defensive organization, and it seems unlikely they will concede many scoring opportunities on Sunday. Augsburg, struggling offensively, may find it particularly difficult to get back into the game if they fall behind early, as their attack has not been firing on all cylinders lately. Freiburg should take full advantage of this situation to secure a comfortable win.
So, given our report that we have there, we think that the home win to nil will not be the case today, and that's priced at another 1.22. So, we do not expect the home team to win to nil in the sporting event today. Next is the game between Lyon and Brest. And here's, information about this sporting event taking place today.
Despite their recent loss to PSG, which is hardly an indicator of a dip in form given PSG's dominance in the league, Lyon will look to bounce back when they face Brest. The hosts are expected to take full advantage of their strong home record in this fixture, although Brest has shown improvements in their away form recently. Nevertheless, Lyon is likely to emerge victorious, although the win may not come easily.
Given the report that we have there, we think that, going with the home win or draw will be the safe way to play this one today at another 1.20 in a sporting event that we have there. The next sporting event we have is a game between Montpellier and Rennes, and here's information about that sporting event taking place today for your use, basically.
Rennes has experienced a resurgence in form and is now the clear favorite heading into this match. Their impressive recent performances make them the most likely team to secure an away victory against struggling hosts who are facing difficulties in the league. Rennes' dominance in this fixture makes them the team to back for this match.
So, given the report that we have there, we think that, the away team to win or draw will be the safe way to play this one at another 1.32 in a sporting event. The next is the game between Marseille and Nantes, and here's information about that sporting event for your use today.
Nantes has been unpredictable in their recent performances, and their heavy defeat to Monaco highlights their vulnerability when things go wrong. While we don't expect a repeat of such a poor display, Bologna should come out on top in what should be a relatively straightforward victory at home.
So given the report that we have there about that sporting event, we think that the home team to win either of the halves will be the safe way to play this one at an odd of 1.22 in that sporting event. The next sporting event we have is between Herenveen and AZ Alkmaar, and here's information about that sporting event for those looking to back it today.
Although AZ Alkmaar's previous 9-1 win over Herenveen was emphatic, they are likely to face a much tougher challenge in this encounter. Herenveen, reeling from the departure of their manager, has not been in the best form, but with momentum on their side, AZ Alkmaar is still expected to triumph in this match.
Given that report that we have there, we think that the away team to win or draw will be the safe way to play this one today at an odd of 1.20. Given the reports that we have there, basically. So next sporting event is between Almere City and Ajax, and here's information about that sporting event for those looking to back it today.
Almere City has shown some resilience in recent matches, but Ajax's strong recent form and Almere's injury concerns mean we don't expect them to be able to halt Ajax's ongoing winning streak. Ajax should manage to secure yet another victory, extending their impressive run of consecutive 3-point hauls.
Given the report that we have there, we think that the away draw no bet will be the safe way to play this sporting event today at another 1.17 in that one. Next is the game between Sparta Rotterdam and William II, basically. And here's information about that sporting event for your use today.
Sparta has been more successful than their opponents in this fixture in recent years, and they head into the match full of confidence. While we expect a narrow win for the home side, it is likely to be a closely contested match that could go down to the wire.
So a home draw no bet would be the safe way to play this sporting event, given that report that we have there, and that's priced at another of 1.26 in that one. Next is the game between Boas Vista and Santa Clara from Portugal, and here's the information that we have about that sporting event for your use today.
Santa Clara will be eager to capitalize on Boavista's struggles, as they have fallen to the bottom of the table with a meager 3 points from their last 39. Santa Clara, with their sights set on a European return, is expected to be relentless at the Estadio do Bessa and should be able to secure all 3 points against their out-of-form opponents.
So given the report that we have there, we think that the away win or draw will be the safe way to play this one at another of 1.23 in that sporting event. So these events are carefully selected, guys. Important to note that, okay? So we have a lot of events on the table and reports, of course, but we still go through, sieve through in our editing and find out the ones that are worth, bringing to you guys that are most likely going to happen. And we have safe market options 4 that we're sure are most likely going to happen, basically. So don't forget to hit the like button if you appreciate this job being done here. And if it's your first time coming across the channel, please hit the subscribe button to become a part of this community. We invite you to do that. You're welcome to join us, and don't forget to turn on notification bells, everyone. This goes for all of you, so you'll be the first to know every time we post something of value on the channel. All right, you don't miss out on important updates as well. So moving on, the next sporting event we have is between Moreirense and Estrela Amadora, and this is one event where we like to sample a bit of gambling in what we do today. But here's the information about the sporting event we have before we give you what the option we went with in this sporting event today.
Estrela has shown solid form recently, picking up 4 points from their last 2 matches. They are facing a Moreirense team that has struggled to find form, and with home advantage on their side, Estrela will be confident of securing a victory. The match is expected to be close, but we back Estrela to edge out a win by a narrow margin.
All right, so given that report that we have there, the option we've decided to go with is for the score line to be an odd score line here. Okay, and that's priced at another of 2.05, and that's if your game ends in 1-0, that's an odd score. If it ends in 3-0, it's odd. If it ends in 5-0, it's odd. If it ends in 0-0, that's even. If it ends in 1-1, that's even. Okay, so this is a bit of a gamble here. Okay, so it's either of those ways that is going to go, but we just want to put this out there. So if you're interested in taking that option or this particular sporting event and trying it out today, let's see how it goes. You can avoid it altogether, by the way. You don't have to go with this. Let's just drop this here and see what happens at the end of the day. Let's try this out. Next sporting event we're tracking is between Rio Ave and Braga, and here's information about that sporting event playing out today.
After a draw with Porto in their recent match, Rio Ave will believe they can secure another positive result against one of the league's top teams. However, Braga's current form, characterized by a series of close wins, suggests they will be the more likely team to come out on top in what promises to be a tight encounter.
So given that report that we have there, we think that the away team to win or draw will be the safe way to play this one at an odd of 1.25 in that sporting event. The next is the game between Kasim Pasa and Galatasaray, and here's information that we have about that sporting event taking place today.
Kasim Pesa will have their hands full facing Galatasaray, a team with immense attacking quality despite their recent struggles. The real concern for Galatasaray is their ability to maintain a lead, as they squandered a 2-goal advantage in the reverse fixture. Even so, the league leaders are still favored to emerge victorious.
So given that report that we have there, we think that the safe way to play this will be to go with, away win or draw here at another 1.21 in that sporting event. The next sporting event we're tracking is the game between Fenerbahce and Alanyaspor. This is still from the Turkish Super League, and here's the information that we have about that sporting event taking place today.
Fenerbahce's recent form appears to be more sustainable compared to their title rivals, and with the added motivation of feeling wronged by the system, it is difficult to envision them faltering at home. They have a strong record against their opponents, having won 26 of the 31 previous meetings at this venue, so they are expected to continue their dominance.
So given that report that we have there, we think that the safe way to play this would be to go with the home win at another 1.25 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is the game between New York Red Bulls and Nashville. And here's information about that sporting event for your use today.
These two teams are known for their emphasis on defense, so it is expected that this match will see both sides adopt a cautious approach, especially considering how early it is in the season. It should be a tactical battle, with both teams aiming to minimize risks and focus on defensive stability.
Given the report that we have there, we think that under 3.5 goals to be scored here will be the safe way to play this one today at another 1.3 Next sporting event is between New England Revolution and Columbus Crew, and here's information about that sporting event taking place today.
New England Revolution will be eager to end their winless run against Columbus Crew. However, history is not on their side, and we expect the Crew's attacking prowess to cause problems for the Revolution's defense, ultimately helping the visitors edge out a narrow victory.
So given the report that we have there, we think that, the away team to score will be the safe way to play this one at an odd of 1.23 in that sporting event. The next is the game between Orlando City and Toronto FC, and here's information about that sporting event taking place today for your use.
Each team possesses unique qualities that can impact the game, but as observed last weekend, both squandered their chances to score, which is why we expect a thrilling deadlock between them on Saturday.
So given the report that we have there about that sporting event, we think that, over 1.5 goals will be scored there at another 1.25 in that sporting event. Next sporting event is between Philadelphia Union and FC Cincinnati, and here's information about that sporting event taking place today.
Philadelphia Union will be looking to build on their impressive opening win, but FC Cincinnati's strong form and superior record in head-to-head matchups give them a slight edge. This game is expected to be tightly contested, with both teams presenting significant attacking threats. However, Cincinnati's recent form could see them secure a narrow win.
Given the report that we have there, we think that giving the away team 2 goals handicap going in that sporting event, giving them a 2-goal advantage, going into that sporting event and expecting them to maintain that advantage at 90 minutes, it's a safe way to play this one at an odd of 1.16 in that sporting event. The next sporting event is between Sporting Kansas City and San Jose Earthquakes, and here's information about that sporting event for your use today.
San Jose Earthquakes head into this match with confidence, knowing they've been performing well recently. The fixture has often delivered goals in the past, and with their current form, San Jose should be able to secure a win, although it may be a close contest.
So given that report that we have there, we still think that, given the away team 2-goal advantage going into that sporting event and expecting them to maintain that advantage is a safe way to play this one at another 1.27 in that sporting event. The next is the game between Minnesota United and CF Montreal, and here's information that we have about the sporting event going on today.
Minnesota Loons showed excellent defensive resolve towards the end of the 2024 season and playoffs, and they are expected to continue that form against a Montreal side that typically starts slow in the early stages of the season. The Loons should manage to shut down their opponents and claim the win.
So given that report that we have there, we think that the home draw no bet will be the safe way to play this one at an odd of 1.19 in a sporting event. The next sporting event we have is the game between Colorado Rapids and FC Dallas, and here's information about that sporting event taking place today.
Reeling from their Champions Cup exit, Colorado Rapids will be looking to bounce back when they face Dallas. Having dominated at home in recent meetings, the Rapids are expected to maintain their perfect record at Dick's Sporting Goods Park and secure yet another win.
So given that report that we have there, we think that, either of these teams to win at the end of 90 minutes would be the safe way to play this one at an odd of 1.33 in a sporting event. The next is the game between Portland Timbers and Austin FC, still from the MLS sporting event taking place early on today. Very important to mention that. So here's information that we have about the sporting event for those who will be looking to back that today.
After a strong opening victory, Austin FC enters this match full of confidence. However, the Portland Timbers will rely on their home advantage to challenge their opponents. Despite a tight contest, we back the Timbers to edge out a narrow victory in the end.
Given the report that we have there, we think that the home or away team to win at the end of 90 minutes will be the safe way to play this one at an odd of 1.29 in a sporting event. The next is the game between Vancouver Whitecaps and Los Angeles Galaxy. And here's reports about that sporting event for those looking to back it today.
Vancouver Whitecaps, coming off a Champions Cup win, will be up against a motivated Galaxy team that is looking to make a statement after recent results. The combination of Galaxy's hunger for redemption and Vancouver's recent exertions could lead to a difficult outing for the host.
So given the report that we have there, we think that the away team, to carry 2 goals advantage going into that sporting event handicap and maintaining that 2-goal advantage at the end of 90 minutes is a safe way to play this one, and that's priced at another of 1.3531 basically. Los Angeles Galaxy, that is. So next sporting event is between Al Ittihad and Al Uqdud, and here's information about that sporting event taking place today.
Al Ittihad knows that anything less than a win would be detrimental to their position at the top of the table after their lead was reduced due to a midweek draw. We expect the home side to comfortably dispatch their visitors and maintain their dominance with a solid victory.
So given that sporting event reports that we have there, we think that the home team should be able to win comfortably today, and that's priced at another 1.28 in that sporting event. Next and the final sporting event is a basketball game between Dallas Mavericks and Milwaukee Bucks. And here's information about that sporting event taking place today.
The Mavericks are still dealing with injuries to key players, and while they have managed to handle some matches despite these setbacks, the ongoing absences are likely to take their toll. With the home team also facing challenges, it's likely they will fall short against their visitors in this matchup.
So given the report that we have there about that sporting event, we think that, the away team, Milwaukee Bucks, should be able to win at another 1.64, including overtime, by the way, in that sporting event today. And that's what we're backing, if you ask us. So these are the sporting events we have for you today alongside safe market options, for your use today, basically. I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you're able to carve some value, from what you just got today. This is important to note that, these sporting events, sports betting, football, basketball, whatever it is, comes with a lot of factors that can affect the outcome of this event. So keeping that in mind, it's important to gamble responsibly. Factors like VAR, red cards, own goals, penalty kicks, fitness, and injuries can be, a cause of changing the outcomes that we have here. So be careful what you do, and do not stick more than what you can afford, what you cannot afford to lose. Do not put that in the games, basically. And that being said, what is offered here is not in any way any form of financial advice. Okay, it's very important to know that, but we give you information for education and entertainment purposes only, so you can be able to make better informed decisions and beat the odds in the long run, doing this consistently day by day. All right, guys. So that being said, that will be all for today. I'll see you guys in the next podcast show or episode. May the odds be in our favor always, guys.